Being on Math Hoffa show, man, my expert opinion in this thing. First of all, y'all were doing y'all thing in there. Okay, it was an excellent show. Talk about the show though. What were some of your favorite shows that you were a part of during that time?
Oh, man.
And what was that chemistry and camaraderie like at that time?
No, it was good. When you talk about like Tony Ayo Uncle Murder's interview was epic.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't sit in on that one, I was on the sideline.
Yeah.
But to witness that and the back and forth and the arguing and all the fucking alpha male shit going on in the room was made for a fucking extraordinary interview.
That's right.
I loved Michael Bivins' interview. Michael Bivins is an extraordinary individual.
Yeah.
He's a Leo just like me.
Come on.
Who else? I really liked Van Lathan's interview. I didn't know he was so knowledgeable like that.
Yeah.
Who else? The Baby's interview was great.
Yeah.
I liked that one. But my favorite was Derek D. Angelette, the mad rapper.
Why?
That because I'm a producer. So anytime a producer came on the show or I helped get a producer on the show, I was tuned in even more. Not taking nothing away from artists, but I like to learn.
That's your bag.
Yeah, that's my bag. So Math is a rapper, so he loves to talk to rappers. But me, I like talking to producers because they help curate what the rapper does.
Come on.
Right? From the foundation. So when we had Derek D up there and he's giving us all of these dope ass stories about, working with Puff and the Hitmen and Life After Death and the Where I'm From joint with Jay-Z and Mace, or like the list goes on and on. It's like you grow up listening to this music and then you meet the people behind it.
Yeah.
And they're giving you these stories, you like, damn, you're like captivated.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And I learned a lot of things, like a lot of them I'm still in touch with.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I still get game and stuff from him, but D-Dot shit was like, it was over the top for me. I don't know what everybody else thought, but I was mad hype. Cause I'm the one that got the call. My man, what's my man name, man? I see his face in my head right now. But you know who you are. He called me and was like, yo, Champ, I want to get D-Dot on the show. I said, hell fucking yeah, bro, that shit is done.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even have to talk to Math about that. I was like, yo, that shit is done. And I just called Math and said, yo, we're putting D-Dot on the schedule. He was like, yeah, that's in the bag. You know what I'm saying? So I was wild hype, and he came through. He came with that superb energy.
Yeah.
Still got that youthful energy, that creativity, and we did a dope interview. But that was my favorite one.
What was it that caused everything to go wrong, though, Champ?
Man, it's not just one particular thing. I mean, the straw that broke the camel's back was, like I said before, after the Al Bial interview in January, where Math pulled me to the side and was like, yo, I'm not gonna pay you for this interview because you didn't bring any sponsors. So when he told me that, I was like taken aback, and I was like, you sure you want to do that? Like,
yeah.
He's like, yo, that's the lay of the land. And I was like, but why are you gonna tell me that after I worked? You know what I'm saying? After I did my job already. Like, I picked you up from your crib, I brought you to the shop, I fucking opened the shop, I fucking cleaned the shop, I ran to the store, did the runs, gave people their liquor like I usually do, made sure everything was intact, and sat on the episode, and after the episode, cleaned the shop and, closed it and everything, and it's like, you're gonna tell me you're not gonna pay me. Now, some people look at it like, Math gave you opportunity and things of that nature. And of course, like I always say, I was grateful for that opportunity. I still am. But at the end of the day, nigga, I got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you working a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Wherever, Starbucks, fucking Target, wherever. And the fucking manager just comes and says, you're not getting paid for the last 2 weeks you worked or something like that. How you gonna feel?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Good, I'll tell you that.
No, I don't. So instead of debating with him and going back and forth about it, I left, I went and sat in my car, and I thought about it. I thought about it in length. Like, I was sitting in my car for about 2 hours before I drove off. And I thought about all the shit that I got going on outside the shop, all of the revenue that it brings me, all the relationships I got, all the things that I was able to bring to the platform. And I said, I don't need that shit. I made that decision right there. I said, I don't need it anymore. I'm done. But I did, just to be clear, like, I had an exit plan prior to that, but it wasn't supposed to be like this. It was me and him sitting down and having a conversation, and me saying, yo, listen, I appreciate and love what you did for me, but, there's other things that I'm passionate about that I want to get into.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm here if you need me.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go and do my own thing. That's how I had it planned in my head. Only in my mind, I have everything written down and organized. In my mind, it was like a year and a half.
Yeah.
After a year and a half, champ, you can move on and do your own thing. But that's not how it ended, unfortunately.
When you were bringing in the sponsors and stuff like that, I mean, how often were you bringing in those sponsors? Were there ever any times where you weren't bringing in? Was it a known fact that Champ bringing in the sponsorships and that's what's going on? Or?
No, I believe that he came at me with that because, like, I helped bring a lot of guests.
Yeah.
I was outside a lot. I was working with the record labels and artists and stuff with the magazine. The magazine was always the tool that I used to pitch and create additional revenue.
Yeah.
As far as putting artists on the cover, putting them inside,
yeah.
And advertising and stuff like that. And because I had those relationships, and Mav didn't really have those relationships like I did.
Yeah.
He would see me, you know, outside a lot, moving around, and there were times he would be like, "Yo, why you don't invite me out? Like, why you?" I'm like, "Nigga, I invite you out all the time. You don't show up.
You don't show up.
You know what I'm saying? You don't come."
Man, sound about like me, okay?
Yeah.
Man, I feel him.
Yeah,
Shit.
but you look at it like when, like, you know, we'll probably, you know, can agree to disagree on this.
Yeah.
But I look at it like, if I am the owner of a big brand that has millions of eyes on me, there's certain things I need to be at. You know what I'm saying? Certain things I need to be at in order to let the people know, like, oh, this person is accessible.
Yeah.
I am a fan of this. I actually see them.
Yeah.
Run around, take pictures, get contacts. Yeah, come to the show. Let's chop it up. New ideas start coming about.
Yeah.
Sponsorships start coming because they physically see you.
That's right.
But when they don't see you like that and they see the co-host of the show, and it wasn't only me, like I said, Gat used to be outside. You know, Mecca used to go to events and everything like that. And Mecca has his own line of people that he's connected to that he's brought to the show as well. But for me, because I was in prison, I don't sleep, bro. Like I run around everywhere. I don't care. Like somebody called me 3 a.m. and be like, "Yo, Champ, Khaled about to pull up." I'm pulling up.
There.
I'm there. I have access.
Exactly.
You feel me? So the thing is, he seen like, yo, damn, this motherfucker is like everywhere. And when he would be out and about, people would ask him about me, like, yeah, Champ told me about this and Champ told me about that. So I feel like there was almost an underlying like jealousy there because there was more he wanted me to bring to the table, but it's like I brought certain shit to the table and it didn't work out because of your lack of being on time, the lack of professionalism. You know what I'm saying? You feeling like you're the holy grail of this thing and that people need to bend and fold to what you want them to do. You know what I'm saying? And that fucked up some relationships on his end because I'm not gonna lie, when I first got on the show, there was people in the industry that came and told me like, yo, be careful.
Damn.
And I was like, nah, man, this nigga give me an opportunity. This shit is popping. I'm a fan of him. And you know what I'm saying? And they like, I'm just saying, he's known to fuck up some shit.
Damn.
And you gotta remember, I came in at the time when Heineken and SO was exiting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
I felt it when I first walked into that shop with the 28-year-old Uncle Murder interview, and I was like, all right, something is off here.
Yeah.
And then after that, I didn't see them anymore.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? In the shop. But I never physically bought like sponsors that like say a Coca-Cola or Pepsi or this, that, and the third. But there were opportunities there for like liquor situations, water situations, and your man just fumbled the ball with them shits.
Oh man. So I mean, where y'all at with it now? Have you spoken to him since?
No.
Or,
I seen him though. I seen him about 3 weeks ago at an event, which is a funny ass story. I feel like somebody called him and told him I was there, but it is what it is. I was at a Ray J event in the city in Manhattan, and it was a preview for Ray J's network, Tronics or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was there from 7:30 till 10, right? I say about 15 minutes or so before the shit was about to end, Math comes in the joint.
Yeah.
So I see him and I'm like, yo, what's up? Cause now this was at the time when that interview came out.
Yeah.
With him talking about me. It was nothing with me talking about him.
Yeah.
Right? So he did an interview on somebody's podcast And for 16 minutes straight, he was talking about me. Talking about 2 incidents that actually happened, but he didn't tell the whole story, the whole truth of it. So when I seen him, I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, what type of time you on? Why you online talking about me and all that? Yo, you know what you did? You know what you did? I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. And I'm like, yo, I'm trying to talk to you. And I told somebody this last night. I said, yo, listen, if me and him would have went downstairs and talked, man to man, then none of this shit would have happened. Because I said, yo, let's go downstairs, let's go outside and talk. You know what I'm saying? You here? You here for a reason. You don't come out like that. So you here because you knew I was gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't wanna come outside and talk. I waited downstairs and all that. Security came out, escorted him in the Uber and all of that shit. And I'm like, all right, now I know what it is.
So y'all was cutting up then.
I mean, not really, man. Cutting up is like, you know, almost going there with the fist and all of that. It wasn't going there. Like, it was just a thing where it's like, math is math, bro. Like, y'all see it. Y'all seen it through his journey. Like, math is he's petty in ways. All right, peace, bro. He's petty in a lot of ways. It has to go in his direction. If he feel like anybody is insinuating any little thing about him, he's gonna come at you strong. He's an alpha male, you know what I'm saying? So I get it. I've seen these characteristics. And so when I seen him, I was like, all right, I already know he's gonna come at me aggressively. So when I came out, I said something to him first. Yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing? You wanna go downstairs and talk? Nah, you know what you did. Nah, no, you know what you did, my nigga. You online talking about me. All I did was, and here's the thing. He been did that interview, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. The timeline, right? So I put up a picture with me, Heineken, and Esso. I went to a party with that Esso invited me to in Brooklyn. So we took a picture, posted it on my page. You know, they reposted it or whatever. And the next day, that interview clip dropped. He did a hour and 45-minute interview or so, and the first clip that came out was a 16-minute clip about me. So I said, oh, this nigga assumed that I probably went on a platform. And spoke about him, which wasn't the truth. I tagged Dumbo House in it and everything. And on Esso's page, it says it was a party and all of that. So I'm like, all right, this is the Mr. Petty shit he does. You feel me? So after that, I was like, nah, I gotta say something because now you're gonna have me looking crazy. Like, Champ did this. He lied about his grandmother. He stole a rental car from me. Like little dumb shit.
Well, did you lie about your grandmother and did you steal a rental car?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, absolutely not.
Okay.
But the thing is like these are 2 situations that we had last year sometime, and we got over it. We talked about it. I explained everything to him after he calmed down. And then it was like, all right, champ, I understand, cool. And we kept moving. If it was an issue like that, I would have got kicked off the fucking show. You understand what I'm saying? For some shit like that, like, I can't trust this nigga and he's a thief. But no, it wasn't like that. So, that's what happened when I saw him. You know what I'm saying? And the talk was brief, but nothing came out of it. But in my mind, I'm like, if I could talk to this nigga now, and we could be like, yo, just agree to disagree. You go your way, I go my way. Cool. I'm gonna do my work, you do yours. I ain't gonna say nothing about you, but you need to take that shit down. Talking about me, you know what I'm saying? And we can move on. But that's not what he chose to do. He chose war.
You know, when you see podcast partners going at it, man, because I mean, the chemistry was off the chain. The show was off the damn chain. It's still going, you know, right now strong, man. But I hate to see brothers split like that. And not have no kind of common ground to meet back up on, man. I mean, what would it take for you and Mav to, you know, reconcile everything?
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know, bro.
See, that's what
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know because I'm not used to this. I'm not used to like my character being questioned.
I feel that.
I'm not used to that. I've always been like solid with people. I have great relationships with people, and none of that stuff hovers over my head. For somebody to talk about me in that way, and then, you know, talk to me crazy, talk to me disrespectfully, on multiple occasions, as far as the part he did and me being on the part that I was on in response to what he said, is like, just do you and I'm gonna do me, man.
Yeah.
We'll see. I know we're gonna see each other again.
Yeah.
Because I'm always moving around. So, but it's just like, all right, I'm keeping it moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's really nothing to talk about.